Markets are flipping fast. Euro dollar breaks support as was predicted. Heads down to a low of 111.95. What's next? Welcome back, everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these absolutely insane markets. If you like what you see, smash the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And please share my videos far and wide. I want to build a huge trading community. All right, euro dollar. Well, we talked about this yesterday. We said that the euro was still kind of under pressure. On the 7th of May, Wednesday, we made a high of 113.81. There was a previous high at 113.80. So let's go back in time a little bit. We got, where is this price here? Like 113.81. And we got a high right here of 113.77. I thought it was a double top. I might be off a little bit, but that was the price. That was the resistance point right there, right up here. We had the double top right there. So market structure would say, okay, we got a low, we got a high, we got a higher low. This is 1 hour time frame. Got a higher high, got a higher low. Boom, boom, boom. Lower high, lower low. Lower high. This was the break point. 113. 113 was the break point. Told you that market was headed lower. So, all right. So that's all in the past. That's past history. I don't really want to talk about, like what's driving it. U.S. economy showing resilience while Europe struggles with stagnation, and you got the Fed holding rates steady, and if you looked at the Euro Bund, you could see that over in Europe, they're expecting, a rate cut and all this other jazz. Bank of England cuts 25 basis points, blah, 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 but because I'm a technician. So, Fridays are generally trend days, so Fridays are generally trend days. So when we're looking at the euro right now, short-term support on the 1 hour is 112.40, okay? There's going to be upper resistance at... let me see something here. Let me see. Where are we? 113.05. 113.05. We're going to go up. I'll go. Yeah, I'm sticking with my points because every time I move them, marketplace goes right to them. And, and when I move them, it looks pretty stupid. Like I like to try to be precise. But okay, 113.048, 113.05. That's where upper resistance is right now. It's sitting really at this inside bars close right there. Okay, those closes are really important. So I got to pay attention to them. So if the marketplace cannot hold this 112.40 level. All right, and we turn down, and we turn down lower through this. Most likely we're going to be going down towards, first, the low bars close, actually would be right there, 112.16, and then a potential break lower, if it can't hold that, of the 111.95. This thing's on target for like 111.30, all right, 111... Okay, I'll go, since it's right there, I'll go right there, 111.39. Let me pull my chart up a little bit. 111.40, 111.39. Right there. It's on target for that. So the euro is under pressure. I mean, and like I've been saying, I don't really trade the euro dollar straight. I do once in a while, but really I don't really pay attention to it. I pay more attention to euro yen, and that one's been a monster. I mean, the euro has been holding up against the yen, more so than sterling yen has been holding up. So the key to the euro dollar market is watching euro yen. If euro yen starts getting hit, then the euro dollar is going to dump. Okay, because eventually it's going to follow. I mean, it's holding on right now with slight strength, but in reality, it's a weak currency overall, I believe. Okay, in my opinion. I think that in the long run, when we start to see, like, I believe that M2 is going to be released in the United States on May 27th. And a lot of people, like we used to trade M2 in the late 80s, early 1990s, M2 was like one of the favorite things for currency traders to actually participate in. It was almost as big as GDP at that time, which is now gross GNP, gross national product. It was for me, it's still GDP, gross domestic product. It was probably almost as big as that. Perhaps I would say it was tied. And the marketplace, for some reason, has completely ignored M2. And M2 is an important money supply number, and it's probably what the Fed is looking at as far as like trying to determine whether or not they should cut rates. Now, if there's M2 stands at like 2.56, 2,568,000,000 or something like that. It's really high because they've been easing for years. So there's a lot of money out there. So I can understand Powell's reasoning behind not cutting the rates like Trump wants. Trump is just really looking for a rocket fuel economy for the Dow, make things look good. But the Dow is doing fine just by itself. The Dow is doing fine. It's sitting like 41,368. We've had consecutive days of rallies. So, I mean, the dollar and the U.S. is humming along. So overall, when these trade deals finally get finalized, and we're talking, now I'm looking forward, okay? I'm looking forward like a year and a half, 2 years forward. And companies start coming back to the United States and start building things in the U.S. as what the tariff plan is. Euro dollar is going to, probably be back at 108 again, 105, even maybe perhaps parity. That's my opinion. That's as I'm looking at it right now. I don't, unless of course something dramatically happens in the Eurozone. But what I think the best thing that could happen in the Eurozone is that they break apart again. That would be great for us. We'd have the Deutschmark, French franc, Italian lira, Portuguese escudo. We'd have all those currencies back to trade. That would be great. So I'm being a little bit selfish in me talking about that. But right now, as it stands, short term, it's got to hold 112.40, and it's kind of close to it. It's really at 112.61. There's resistance at 113.05. Now, if we can get through that, I don't really see the euro going much higher than like maybe 113.32. If I was to see that, I think that would be a gift. I would look to sell it there. That's me personally. I would also look to sell the break below the 40, and take a shot at that, So I don't know, why didn't it change color? I wanted to make it red. Maybe because I didn't. Yeah, that's why. I put text. Anyway, so yeah, I would sell, if I was trading euro, I would sell 40, a break of 40, maybe I sell 33s, and then put a tight stop on it. Maybe put the stop at like 112.87 or something like that, But like I said, I really don't trade this currency pair directly. So if you're interested and you want to see more about, say, euro, dollar, yen, sterling dollar, sterling yen, and euro yen, that's going to be my next video coming up. So hopefully you liked what you see. I've gave you some good trading tips. And anyway, I look forward to you guys. Go and check out my other videos, all right? Because everything, it all bleeds into all the little streams, bleed into one river that bleeds into one big ocean, which is all of Forex. So remember, always, as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, dance near the door. If you're so apt, go get yourself a free ebook at Park Avenue Trading. You get to join my trading community. I get to send you emails and bug you every day with Forex stories, and try to get you to join my trading room, where I call out live trades. Anyway, so again, enjoy the party, dancing the door. See you in the next Euro video. Thank God it's Friday. See you on Sunday night for the weekly update. Cheers.